Hey guys, how's it going? Shways here, and today I'm bringing you a game of SWAT on Abandon. I have my loadout there on the right, and here we go. Before I go anywhere, I would like to say happy birthday to my sister Sydney, who is 21 today. I hope you have a great day. And right away, I take this to the left, and I go there because I know that they're spawning at the back of the map over here, and if I go left and flank around here, I don't have to worry about anyone getting me on my back because SWAT, as you can see, there are no grenades, there's no armor ability, there's no tactical package, and there's no support upgrade, along with no radar. It's just you, your BR or DMR, and your pistol. So it's pretty much very bare bones. And without those things I just listed, there are some things that you need to know about this game. And first off, I'm going to go why I chose the BR. For those of you who played Halo 3, played SWAT on Halo 3, you would know that the BR is what you used. And the reason I chose on here is not just because I'm stuck in the past, it's because it takes one bullet to the head to kill them. And the BR has a 3-round burst, unlike the DMR, who is single shot. And I figure with these 3 bullets getting thrown at their domes instead of just that one, you have more chance of getting some hit detection there. And the BR is also better close range, as I stated in one of my previous videos. And most of the matches on SWAT you're going to get are on pretty close quarters, pretty small maps, because there's only 8 people playing. It's just 4v4, so and even then it gets a little hard to find people because everyone dies so easily. But as I was talking about hit detection, according to a Halo 4 developer of 343, the way they made SWAT is that you're supposed to aim for the top of the head because that's where you get the most consistent hit detection. So there you go, aim for the top of the head, not just the head. If you want to get a little touchy, aim for the top of it. You're gonna be more consistent. You're gonna get better consistent kills. And then as I was talking about, it's very bare bones, and no radar means you gotta play a certain way. Keep your head on a swivel. That's why I jump around and keep going around. I never stay in one place for too long. I don't just stand there so someone can get an easy shot on me. I'm always jumping around and looking around. And then I'm also a headset or just some headphones in so you can hear some footsteps or some gunshots so you know where everybody is. That also helps because it's very hard to find the enemy here without your radar, and they can sneak up on you if you don't have that. Another thing that can show that is where your teammates are means the enemy isn't going to be there. So if you look where your teammates are, and maybe if you see where one of the enemy is, you're going to be able to judge their spawn based on that. Like right now you can see those 2 guys ahead of me right there, and one to my left. So maybe they're going to be in the back right portion of the map, which is where I'm going. There was one to the right, and I keep going on here to get to the back, and there was one guy in the middle that got me. But try to anticipate the spawns, and I think we had a decent spawn trap at the beginning there. And how you get a spawn trap is you only push about 2/3 or 3/4 of the way up the map into their spawn. Never cross that. Make sure they have a safe place to spawn. But the one thing you need to monitor is the escape routes and choke points. As long as they cannot escape there, you are good, and you are just going to keep milking the kills. And then, second of all, one of the things that I think is very important is make sure you always have your reticle here, so you know where you're aiming. Like as in, know when to scope, because sometimes if you get too close, it's harder to get those shots there, and I get a double kill there. So if you're close range, you have your scope, and you're not gonna be able to move it around as fast. You're not gonna be able to get that reticle on their head. And another thing is sprint and reload, because obviously when you're doing that, your reticle is not down. So I'd say never reload unless you need to, because you're not putting in that many rounds on somebody. Like I only reload when it's absolutely dead, and I only sprint when it's absolutely dead around me. When I know where they are and I'm trying to get there, like right now I sprinted only for a little bit, and I scope in and I go for some kills. So just be aware of that. Make sure you always have your reticle about head level where they be, and just keep it there so it's easy to snap to, because this is a twitch like I said about Call of Duty, it's all about a reaction time. It's not really about consistently hitting them in the head and getting the kill. And then another thing that I would have to say is the way you move when you're against somebody, as in jumping and strafing. I do a lot of jumping opposed to strafing, because I don't know, it's just a lot easier for me that way. But I do strafe in other game types. And another thing that you can use to your advantage is head glitching. Just keep your head up and just try and get someone, make yourself a little less visible while you are trying to kill the enemy. Like I don't know, I guess just you want to see them while they see as little of you as possible, because as little of you as possible that is showing, which is better for you. Just think about it this way: if you're aiming for them and you can hardly even see them, just maybe the top of their head, which is what you're supposed to aim for, it's still harder to get a kill, because you can hardly see them as opposed to seeing the whole head. And these are just a few of my tips for SWAT, and map knowledge is also up there, which I think goes for any game type, which is the same as SWAT. And I'd have to say SWAT is one of my favorite game types. It's very fast paced. If you don't like all the just the Halo, it's kind of slow paced. If you don't like that, I highly suggest SWAT. And not my best game though, but if you like the video, give it a like. If you like my video, subscribe, and see you guys later.